Welcome to Office Hours at TradersPost for February 17th, 2026. I'm your host, Peter Hartman, part of the marketing team here at TradersPost, and I'm very happy to be here with you today. We're always working to make TradersPost better day in and day out. Each week, we take a deep dive into all things TradersPost, answering your questions, gathering your feedback, and helping you get the most out of the best advanced trade execution engine available. To that end, we encourage you to submit your questions in the chat, and we'll get to them by the end of the stream. Today's stream is brought to you by Blue Sky, the best-in-class prop firm that offers same-day activation, daily payouts, and no max restrictions. But we'll tell you more about them later. First, a little housekeeping. Folks, I want to make sure that you know what's going on here at TradersPost. But before I do that, I want to let you know about feedback.traderspost.io. People are going to feedback.traderspost.io to leave their feature requests. In fact, I can show you that now. Leave their feature requests. You can go here. You can find the feature requests right there. It's very useful for people to post here and upvote other people's ideas or provide nuance. The more you do that, the easier it is for us to allocate resources to those things. So I highly recommend you go to this website, feedback.traderspost.io, to leave your feedback, your feature requests here today. So here we can see on the page, let me go full screen so you can see that a little better. So when you first get there, you'll see this. You can sign up if you want to. Click on Feature Request, and there you can see Account Balance Limit High and Low, Futures and Options at IBKR, Deleting Multiple Accounts at Once. That's one that comes up. Here we go. Here we are. So you can upvote it by clicking on this. I'm going to click on this plus this. Oh, I got to sign in. You can upvote it. You can add your own. Very, very helpful for us. Next up, in case you didn't know, After Hours is a show we do here on TradersPost YouTube channel with the great Tom Hartman and myself. We come together and Tom provides you trade reviews for the week. Let me show you what that is like. Trade reviews for the week. So not only do we do trade reviews for the week, it's useful for people who are new to trading and technical analysis or want to learn about other trading styles. I'm going to give you a little taste of it right now.
Tell me that's not what it looks like.
It's what it looks like. So you must
That's
have made
exactly.
a lot of money on that trade.
No. You see, what happens is that I can't see this happen beforehand. Trends in trading, from what I found in the Nasdaq, happens only at certain times, and that's near open at and then like every 2 hours. So every 2 hours, you can get it. So at 8, at 10, at 12. Directamundo at more than 2 hours, you
Let's
can get it.
fast forward here a little bit.
In the overnight, and then an open, and it usually happens before that point, or often happens before that point. I got chopped up throughout this whole area over here, but I've learned my lesson
What
because,
lesson is that?
well, I am very good.
All right, I'm not going to belabor that. You can actually go ahead and watch that on the YouTube channel right now. It's available. All previous episodes are available there. Highly recommend you go and check that out. In case you didn't know, we've got a lot going on here at TradersPost. Sometimes people have a little difficulty finding this if you're not familiar with YouTube. Going to live streams. So if you go to a regular YouTube channel, you're going to see videos here under video tab. But if you click on live, you're going to see the live stream. So if you're ever wondering, hey, where's that after hours live stream? Where's that blueprint live stream? You can find that under the live tab, and here they are. And so that episode here was generational buying opportunities. We started doing the trade reviews recently. So the last two, Quantum also has a trade review one there. Very, very useful, at least in my opinion. So that's After Hours. Next up, we have TradersPost Tutor sessions. This takes place every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is hosted by Trevor. a great personality and very good at explaining things to you folks. I still remember his Alphas interview. He did an interview with Mike Christensen, where he provided his insight, how he sees the market here. I highly recommend you go and check that out, Trevor. He described the markets in a way, like the different time, um, being able to see the different time slices on a trading chart. He described it in a way that has stuck in my head ever since. He's also the one who motivated me. He says, "Look, if you're not going for home run and big swings, if you're looking to earn $200 a week in trading, you should be able to do that." So that's my goal. Trevor kind of put that on my head when I met him in the company meeting in Michigan, and I found it highly motivating the way he spoke about the markets. I thought the interview was excellent. You can see that over here. But Trevor, you can see him every Wednesday under the live tab. We'll go here to Tutor Sessions, and this is where he explains various things, and I'll break that down for you in just one moment. What are you going to find on Tutor Sessions? Well, what will he cover? Setting up TradingView indicators and strategies to send alerts to TradersPost, TradersPost subscription configuration and optimal settings, creating and customizing JSON templates, tips and tricks that we use for our own strategy setups. I'll give you a little taste of it right now.
Have the webhook typed in correctly, or there are no alerts in TradingView. So now it longed, and you can see in this log, it's just short, long, short, long. Come back here. Let's just click signals again to refresh the page, and there it is. So we've sent a couple messages. If you click them, you can see the JSON that was sent. Buy to be long, sell to be short, prices, over and over and over again. So this was 217 milliseconds to arrive from TradingView, which is awesome. We have a strategy. We have a couple signals. These signals appear to be in the right place. They're lining up as far as time on the chart, and the prices are correct. That is like 99.9% of the work here, is that we have alerts that are populating the JSON. They aren't sending a million at the same time, and they are exactly where they should be on the chart. Don't compare this to your list of trades, because this is just like not real. This is based off of like if there was no slippage and there was no delay. The only thing that matters is what is in your alert log.
All right. So you can go ahead and take a look at previous episodes of TradersPost Tutor Sessions. But I highly recommend you participate live, because then you can ask questions, you can direct the stream, and you can be an active participant in the creation of this type of content. And who knows, the questions that you ask may just spark something that helps someone else. That's one of the things I like about trading and in this space and all that. Whatever you're doing, especially if it's forward facing, whenever you're asking a question, it helps the other students learn as well. So please take a look at that. All right, so that's it for our housekeeping, I believe. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so we've got a good crop of questions coming up here today, and we're going to be diving into that. I'm going to read the first question, and we'll get this thing started. Question numero uno from Orwells, who asks, I'm sending TradingView webhook alerts to TradersPost for automated execution, and I need clarification on limit order handling and cancellation. Does TradersPost support canceling a specific open order via webhook? That question's from Orwells once more. So yes, good question, Orwell. The answer to your question, does TradersPost support canceling a specific open order via webhook? No. Currently, there is no way to cancel a specific limit order. However, we are looking at ways to handle that in the future. For now, the cancel action will cancel all open orders at that broker's connections account. So you can't do a specific one, but you can do it globally for that specific broker's connections account. Thank you for that question. Next up, Marcus, I'm getting malformed JSON errors intermittently. Other times it fires just fine. Why would that be? Great question, Marcus. There are usually two issues for this. Number one, because TradingView defaults to the last webhook URL that a user entered. So sometimes people will accidentally create an alert for something else, forgetting that the message will be sent to their TradersPost webhook address. All right, so there can be some confusion there. There's no harm in this, except that you will see a malformed JSON error because some indicator sent some alert message along to us. So that's a common one. Number two is if someone isn't used to JSON messages, they might forget a comma or a quotation mark every now and then. Some people find it easier to just copy our JSON messages or use the submit signal to create a template. And let me show you that right now. So if you're unfamiliar with JSON, or if you just want to do this the easy way, I see Tom doing this on a regular basis, so there's no shame in doing that for sure. So I'm going to go into my account here. I'm going to go to, I can go to strategies or subscriptions, either one. I click on the three dots here. Actually, let's show you the first one first. So I'm going to click on the strategy. Then I'm going to click on webhook. And here we have templates, right? So this is a TradingView indicator template, TradingView strategy template, and you can see the JSON is right there. There's the payload. So you can just click on the copy button and then paste that into the alert message on TradingView. You can also use the submit signal to create a template. So if I go to, let's say, subscriptions, I click on the three dots on the right side. You know what? Maybe I should go full screen. I'll show you that last one once again, just so you could see that. So I'm going to come here, click on webhook, and there is the JSON I can copy. This is also very useful. If I go to strategy or subscription, I click on the three dots. I click on submit signal. Here I am here in the signal builder here. If I click on, let's say, I want to exit, quantity of 2, and then down here, I see the signal preview, and I can copy the JSON down here. I can copy that and paste that into my TradingView alert box or wherever I'm putting it in order to get the right JSON, and this will help you to avoid the error messages that you're getting in respect to JSON. So there you have it. Hope that helps. We've got another question here. This one's a doozy of a question, but we'll get to that after a brief word from our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Blue Sky. If you're looking for a prop firm built for real traders and that's automation friendly, meet Blue Sky. And when you pair it with TradersPost, it just clicks. Blue Sky is a best-in-class prop firm with same-day activation, daily payouts, and no max restrictions. They also offer launch plans starting at $49. And if you're a first-time subscriber, use coupon code WELCOME26 to get 50% off your launch plan. Get funded with Blue Sky, execute with TradersPost. Sign up today at bluesky.pro. That's BLUSKY.pro. And plug in your edge. Trading involves risk. Use proper risk management. Before we jump into that next question, I do want to remind you that on TradersPost, there's an added value that's been added to the website. I highly recommend you go and check this out in case you don't know. We do a series here on TradersPost. Let me pull that up here. Solo. Right there. First, let me show you that there's a series called Blueprint that we do here on TradersPost. Tom Hartman is the one who actually does this. He is such a clever guy and very smart. And you can see him building indicators, strategies, utilities, using Claude Code, AI, all kinds of builder things, developer things live on YouTube on Blueprint. So if I come here to the live tab, I click on Blueprint. Where are you? So the last one was VWAP automation with his levels indicator. He built that. A fun one to go check out. Very useful to help you to trade VWAP. Calling this a VWAP indicator is actually not it's not fair because it's actually much more the way he describes it. You can go see that there. Now, why am I showing you this? Because on TradersPost, if I go to my dashboard, if I click on account on the left side, let me pull that up here full screen, account on the left side over here, and then I click on indicators, all the indicators and strategies and utilities that he creates are right here on TradersPost. So this is the things he creates on the show, on the Blueprint episodes, and they're right here. So if you're ever watching one of those, you're like, how can I get that script? It's right here. A very popular one is this Midnight VWAP strategy that was inspired by Mustang Trader, another fun interview in the Alphas series on our channel. There's a lot going on on our channel. There's a lot that you can go and take a look at. You can spend all day. You can learn a lot, just like I have. Tom also has built for Claude Code Pinescript agents, which helps. Claude Code is not exactly great with Pinescript. It's maybe not even up to date. It's got these little quirks. Tom provided an add-on for your Claude Code to be able to build better indicator strategies, whatever it is you're doing with Pine Code. And you can get access to that on GitHub by clicking on this build your own, create a custom Pinescript indicator with AI-powered agents, 7 specialized AI agents, Claude Code system, debug and optimize code. You can click on view on GitHub, and this will bring you to the GitHub. And this is available for you right now. So if you're out there, you're building indicators and strategies, I highly recommend that you go ahead and check out not only the indicators on the dashboard, but to get this so you can create your own. I see in the chat there, JH Muse. Let's see your question here. JH Muse Manable, I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. With TradingView, do you have to copy paste the specific TradingView strategy webhook within the message section of the alert, or do you only have to copy paste the webhook URL? So I think I understand your question. Just make sure I got that right. Do you have to copy and paste the specific TradingView strategy webhook within the message section of the alert, or do you only have to copy and paste the webhook URL? The webhook URL is going to be the same thing as a strategy webhook. All right. So there's going to be only one webhook for your strategy, and it's going to be the same thing as the webhook URL. All right. So it's the same one. If you have a clarifying question there, if I didn't answer that properly, then let me know. But it's the same. It's the same webhook. There's not 2 different webhooks for your strategy. Mikey Davis here with a like drop. Yes, thank you, Mikey Davis. Pay that like tax, folks. Look, you thought all this was free, but it's not free. You got to pay your taxes in the form of a like. But let me give you a like back right now. Really appreciate you folks watching out there in the interwebs world. TradersPost is nothing without the traders who use it. And we love creating this content for you when it's helpful to you. And you let us know that it's helpful for you when you like the video. Appreciate it. And if you think this will be helpful for someone else, hey, why don't you go ahead and share it with somebody else, Hey, buddy. Hey, pal. Hey, friend. I see you struggling out there. TradersPost can help you. Why don't you watch this video? Thank you, Mikey, and thank you, JU's Manable, for your question in the chat. All right, let's get to the questions here that were submitted. In case you didn't know, you can actually submit your question by sending a message to support at traderspost.io. You can also click on the little bubble here in your TradersPost dashboard, and you can send in your question that way also. All right, let's get to this next question here. The initial signal this morning was a call entry that was rejected due to the bid-ask spread filter. Because the entry was rejected, no call position was opened at the broker. However, TradingView had already fired the entry signal and therefore continued operating under the assumption that a position existed. Shortly afterward, a call exit signal fired. Instead of rejecting the exit due to no open call position, TradersPost interpreted the sell action directionally and opened a put position because side swapping and both sides were enabled. This created a state desynchronization. TradingView believed it had exited a call. TradersPost had actually opened a put. Subsequent put entry and call exit signals then triggered close and reverse behaviors, creating a rapid series of unintended flips. The core concern is when an entry is rejected due to filters, subsequent exit signals should not open a new position when flat. Is there a configuration that ensures exit signals only close existing positions, exit signals are ignored when flat, directional inference does not occur when there is no active position? This rejection triggered a cascade solely because TradersPost treated an exit sell signal as a new bearish entry. Please advise how to prevent this behavior. This is from Latosha. Latosha, thank you so much for that question. You phrased it very well. It was very clear. Even I could understand it. So very much appreciate that, Latosha. Okay, so the fix for this. Change your exit signals to use action exit instead of action sell. This will prevent a sell signal you intend as an exit from opening a position in the opposite direction, right? So because you have both sides open, and you send a sell order, this flips your position. But if you send action exit, then it's not going to put you in a position. It's just going to exit you out, right? So action exit instead of action sell solves this problem that you described. Hope that helps. If you're having any more trouble, please feel free to let us know. We've got a feature request here. Feature request, everybody. Feature request here from David. Can you add the ability to stop trading by account balance? Prop firms limit daily profit. Would like to cap profit and limit loss too. Thank you, David, for that question. We are looking into this and other prop firm friendly features as well, such as entry lockouts and drawdown monitoring. So we are, it's not our sole focus, but we definitely have a prop focus here, and prop friendly features are something that we're looking at for sure. So thank you for that feature request. For those of you, if you want to upvote these feature requests, you can go over to feedback at traderspost.io and you can upvote the feature requests that you are in favor for. All right, we don't have too much to go here, folks. Feature requests here. Another one from Eno, who asks for the ability to delete multiple accounts at once. Not fun trying to delete 20 accounts one at a time. Eno, we feel your pain. Actually, Mike Christensen, a CSO, a TradersPost here, co-founder, he actually mentioned exactly that in the last or before last price action live, and he says that's something that that's definitely something that is in the pipeline as well, as other bulk action on accounts. So they're looking at making your life easier. That's what TradersPost is all about. You're not the only one who wants this, and when one of the co-founders wants it too, you can bet your bottom dollar that they're focused on that. So thank you for that request. Another feature request here from Juan, who asks, trailing stop with activation. This means the trailing stop does not exist until you are already up 20%. This gives the option room to breathe, and this ensures the trail does not exist or exit rather until you are actually in a profit. It solves the issue where a flat 20% trail stops you out for a loss immediately after entry. It actually sounds pretty cool. I agree with Juan. I'm going to have to go and upvote that. Juan, at the moment, we can't do it because we don't have access to the current price of all products tick by tick. Once futures data becomes available, features like this become possible. So we're working on that. And then finally, we have one last feature request. We got a lot of feature requests here today from Vines Swarin, who asked for futures trading currently only supports fixed quantity position sizing, not dynamic methods like risk per position, amount per position, etc. Can you get this, please? This will be helpful. So similarly to the previous feature request, we don't currently have access to real-time futures pricing. So this isn't currently possible. However, once it is, we will be considering it. There we have it, folks. That's it. That's the end of the stream. Appreciate you folks in the chat. Anybody watching after the fact, go ahead and check out all the offerings that we have here on Traders Post. But for now, my name is Peter Hartman. This has been Office Hours, and we wish you, as always, happy trading.